So in the last video talking about this drama, I talked about how Ninja's wife and manager Jessica ended up threatening Pokimane with a lawsuit for talking about Ninja's involvement in the hate raid Gideon did to Pokimane. Obviously, as you can tell by that sentence, we are very deep into this drama at this point, so if you don't know what's going on, I highly recommend watching my previous two videos to get caught up. So where we left off, Ninja made a tweet in response to the Pokimane drama, saying that everything will be explained. But since then, he has deleted that tweet and continued streaming without mentioning the drama at all. So because of this, Pokimane went back onto her stream for a third time to talk about this situation. Here is what she said.
I thought it was kind of interesting that Ninja was like, everything will be clarified. And then he woke up the next day and played Fortnite for 7 hours. We have consulted with a lawyer. We, like my team. And it was so cute because he was like, I watched the whole VOD and please let Poki know she would make a badass litigator. Do you guys follow H3H3? Because I do, and I have been for years. So I feel like that, also being someone in the public eye, like I have a decent bit of knowledge on defamation lawsuits. As soon as she sent me that message, I was like, defamation of character is only applicable if I am lying about you. I told people exactly what happened between us. I did not lie, so it cannot be defamation of character. I didn't even mention this point when I talked about the Jessica Ninja stuff. Ninja was directly involved in all of this. Like, he tried to help this guy avoid a ban. He spoke to him. He involved himself in the situation. And he wouldn't publicly speak out on it. Yet so many people who were not involved at all, who had no responsibility or need to speak on it, still did. I think that's something to consider. Like, so many people who didn't need to talk about it did. And the one person who did need to talk about it didn't at all. And you know what could have prevented all of this? Two things. One, me not getting hate rated for no reason. And two, Ninja or his wife just saying, oh, sorry, our bad. Literally like the smallest of things. But instead, a snowball, bro. The biggest of snowballs. For what? Has Ninja apologized? No. Actually, he did one time. It was last night in my fucking dreams. Him deleting the tweet is proof that he will never talk about it. Let me tell you exactly why Ninja will no longer talk about this. One, he can't refute anything that I've said because I've only said things that are factual and that I have proof of. And two, Ninja probably noticed, oh my God, Dijon's viewers are the same people that watch me play Fortnite. I can't upset them. I can't stand up against misogyny. That could kill my brand. He's afraid of the repercussions for standing up against hate rating and misogyny. That's the baseline, bro. That's the bar is on the ground and you can't step over it. That's gross, man. That's absolutely gross. And the fact that he did, I said, he was like, everything will be clarified, and then nothing was. I think I'm getting to the point in my life where, like, for years, people have tried to villainize me while I tried my best to be, like, inoffensive and literally just play video games. And I'm at the point where it's like, oh, you want me to be a villain? If I'm so bad, why don't I just be bad? Why don't I just be bad then? Why don't I just say whatever the fuck I want all the time? Doesn't seem like it fucking matters. Catch me tomorrow adding Ninja. Where's the video at? I thought you had some things to clarify. And then he'll be like, why are you harassing me? Why am I harassing you for asking for the thing that you promised? Maybe because your actions have actually caused harassment to me. I'm just asking a question. Him deleting the tweet might also mean that they are actually preparing for a lawsuit and his lawyers don't want him to make any statements. Maybe, but why delete a tweet? Because if you're preparing for a lawsuit, like, you know that that's evidence either way. So if anything, you deleting it is proof of you trying to cover something up. Isn't that strange in and of itself? Student in law, I have watched a lot of law shows and I've heard a lot about defamation suits, mainly because, I mean, you guys have seen Keemstar, the type of relentless harassment he has sent my way and actual lies that he has said about me. And even I can't pursue him for defamation because it's just not a fucking thing you do. It's extremely difficult to win, and like, you literally have to prove that they know that you're lying. So if they just act like a dumbass, you can't win. It really goes to show, like, remember when we played that Among Us game with Ninja and then Ninja bet his left nut with Toast and then he lost? He really never got that ball back. He's lacking. I think at this point I have more balls than Ninja. I will reiterate, don't hate on Ninja, don't hate on Dijon, don't hate on whoever. You can feel free to ask them if they will ever clarify things. Not Dijon. I appreciate that he's apologized and told his people to chill the fuck out. Some of them haven't, but such is life. Why did...
Hi Poki, just wanted to say thank you for following back on your ad. Words
what do they have in
heart.
common? Fortnite. Young audience. Harassing random women. Young audience. Prank studio. It all makes sense. Okay, I've seen a lot of partially misinformation, partially minimizing. People basically being like, oh, it was just L's and ratios. Like, that's people's summary of the whole thing. And I don't just mean like a random hate comment here or there. I mean like Ninja himself. Phillip DeFranco, when he reported on this, was like, that's how he summarized everything that I went through. Like, just L's and ratios. I made a list of everything that's happened over the last week. I think I'm gonna post that on Twitter.
So she did end up posting this list on Twitter with the caption, "I'm tired of people minimizing the harassment I received over the last week too. Just L plus ratio spam. So here's a list." Gideon tweeted negative/hateful things about me before the hate raid, plus made YouTube videos about me. He hate raided me and told his viewers to spam L plus ratio, but this part matters the least. After I put on follower mode, he told his viewers to follow me so they can spam me later. He said, guys, follow her right now. We're going to be back. We will be back. He opened up profiles of my subs and called them snitches for telling me what he was doing, which led to his viewers messaging my subs and harassing them, telling them to kill themselves, calling them slurs, etc. He yelled, "If you are from Pokimane's chat and have a penis, I'ma let you know this right now. She's not going to fuck you, bro." Painfully inappropriate because many of my subs are girls or minors. Extremely sexual comments about me, telling people that she's getting dicked down every night by another N-word. Balls deep, bro. Bet her N-word got a 12-incher. She's getting a foot long up in her shit. He told people to keep spamming me if he gets banned on Twitch. Said that I banned him from Twitch multiple times, but I have no power to ban others. It's Twitch's decision, and he would have been banned if he hate raided anyone else. Asked other streamers to go to war with him, including Aiden Ross, and was asking Aiden Ross to tweet at me/DM me, which increased the spam I received. Gifted Ninja 100 subs and asked to help get him a lesser ban. Ninja said you can't raid bitches on Twitch, and Gideon said, "Oh, he called her a bitch," clapping while celebrating what Ninja said. Ninja texted his Twitch representative to help him avoid a ban, or pretend to, lol. After his ban, he changed his profile picture to a photo of me with no makeup. When I went live on Twitch, he'd stream himself reacting to my stream on his Instagram Live, which made me receive even more harassment. Gideon fans spammed all my social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, Twitch, Twitter, with insults, threats, etc. You can imagine. Jessica Belvins DM'd me, telling me Ninja has nothing to be sorry for, and that he never texted his Twitch representative, even though I sent her proof. Ninja texted me that I'm making a big mistake when I spoke out about my experience. Jessica threatened to sue me. She then shows a screenshot of some of the hate comments she's getting, and then ends her Twitter thread by saying, "I'm glad he apologized and told his viewers to chill. Hope he does better in the future, and that this will be the last time I have to talk about this." After this tweet, she continued talking about this on her stream.
Can you imagine having to itemize your own harassment? Is that not so weird? Do you guys think it's weird that I'm annoyed that even someone like Phillip DeFranco, who, you know, wants to be regarded as some sort of a news source, summarized everything that happened to me as, oh yeah, he just told his viewers to spam L's and ratios. Like, is that an unfair thing for me to be bothered by? And he reached out to Ninja for comment, and he didn't reach out to me for anything, and we have followed each other for so long. Okay, oh my god, I really thought I was making a big deal out of it. Me at home in my living room? Am I making a big deal by feeling weird? People really out here putting you in a box like this. This is how much you're allowed to feel, and that's it. If you step out of bounds, I can say this because it's her and not me. She was like, always hated Phillip DeFranco anyways, angry emoji. I love her. I don't personally hate him. That's why I was so disappointed. Yo, I'm this close to atting Ninja and Phillip DeFranco and being like, If you guys want to retell the story, it was not just L's and ratios. By the way, I just want you to know, because you seem misinformed. Actually, what do you call it when you're not just misinformed, but you don't give a fuck to be informed? Like, there's a difference there. It's like you care enough to talk about it, but you don't care enough to look into it. Straight ignorant, yes. Did Ray tag Phillip DeFranco? There's no fucking way.
After seeing this, Pokimane responds to Valkyrie by saying, "At Ninja2, for the next time either of them want to summarize it as just L's and ratios."
Can I just say thank you so much to the people that support me, because you guys give me the strength to do all this shit publicly. A lot of stuff like I will talk about, I will think, but the difference between that and actually saying it or doing it is you guys saying, "Go bitch, do it." And I'm like, okay, say less. Like, the thing that bothers me the most is just, I spoke about this so publicly. I talked about it for a whole, like, I did so much, and dudes will still be like, full blinders on. Even Phillip DeFranco? Full blinders on. Nah, I'm not gonna look into it. It's just L's and ratios, bro. Yeah, we'll see what Phillip does or thinks. He sent a little eyes emoji. Maybe he will update his story.
And it seems like that's exactly what Phillip DeFranco did, as later that day he uploaded a video where in it he said this.
But I do want to kind of end on a personal note. One, it was important to me to try to rush this update in because the harassment was far more egregious than I was aware of. And two, even though people always tell you not to do this, I do want to say I think I was justifiably criticized. While the coverage yesterday was factual, I think in an effort to more specifically focus on just the insanity of the Jessica Blevins ninja situation threatening lawsuit, I ended up accidentally minimizing the level of harassment, which, once again, we just walked through it, is crazy. Like, the general spam and harassment situation was already wrong, but this is a lot more involved. I think it's important to acknowledge and address those moments and not just be like, hey, you criticize me, go fuck yourself. Even though it does feel like everyone is at war, there are at times, this is a shocker, justifiable criticism.
Philly D messaged me, and I know I'm technically leaking DMs, but it's a good thing, and I want to make it clear so you guys aren't upset with him. He said, "Hey Poki, just saw your tweet. I'm more than happy to update the story with the things you just wrote, and or if you'd like, we could do a quick video interview of you going through the harassment of fans, sexual comments, etc. You obviously have a bigger platform and don't need mine to get this information out, but I wanted to make sure I offered it here since it's far more egregious than I realized, and I want to make sure to update the story." Drake's in the chat for Philly D. Bless the fuck up. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. He didn't slide in the DMs like, "You're making a big mistake speaking about this. You're making a big mistake talking about your experience in front of your viewers." Move on? Oh, I'll move on when I want to. I'll move on once I stop being harassed in my chat, maybe. How about that? How about I'll move on when y'all move on? And you know what's crazy? People are so quick to tell me to stop talking about it, but why don't you tell people to stop harassing me? Why is it that you're more bothered by me talking about what I'm going through than you are by thousands of people telling me to kill myself? Nobody's harassing you. Go look at my Twitter. Go look at my recent tweet. Go look at my mentions. Literally, look at my chat. Oh man. Someone said, "I'm on your side, but you're dragging it a little." What angle should I go at this from? Maybe I should create an itemized list of how I feel about that comment. 1. I'm dragging it as long as other people are dragging it. People are still talking about it yesterday, today. I turn on my stream. People are still shit-talking. Even now, you can look in the chat, okay? 2, I think it's not fair, really, to tell someone how they should feel or react to something of this magnitude, you know? Like, this wasn't like a one-off instance of someone being weird. And my last itemized point and response to that comment, if you are personally tired of hearing about it, that's okay. You can just come back later. But you telling me that, just like bad taste, you know? If someone's been depressed about something for a long time and you're like, your depression is really annoying, like get the fuck over it. It's not helping. If anything, maybe it's harder to get over things when people constantly tell you to get over it. Maybe if you validated my feelings, my experience, my desires, then I probably would get over it.
You don't need anyone else's validation.
It's not that I need it. It's just that I want people to be aware of how things function in life. And if you don't validate the way someone feels, and instead you keep trying to repress them and minimize them and put them in a corner and tell them that how they feel and what they think and what they've gone through doesn't matter, don't expect them to shut up about it. At least not me. You got the wrong one if you think that's how it's gonna work. Who asked? You've been following since 3 years ago. You've been asking. You've been at my doorstep like, a crumb, please, ma'am. Please, a crumb, ma'am. What's your crosshair? Can I play Fortnite with you? Please respond to my message. How's life? Who asked? You're here. You asked. I've been streaming for like 7 to 8 years. If you think I'm gonna make a fuss over just some L's and ratios, think motherfucking again, okay? I've been here. I've been gaming on the internet since I was 10. I can take a little heat. I used to really want to be nice and do the right thing, and I still do, to some extent. I'm tired of treating shitty people with delicacy. Like, I think I would much rather just very much stand with the people that get me and very much, the people that don't. It is not my job to fix you anymore. I hope you do get fixed, but it's not my job, bro. That was your mommy's job. You guys know evolution, but some of y'all are 10 and you probably don't. But to those that do understand evolution, like usually it happens slowly over many, many years, like hundreds of years, and like small changes. Do you want to know about my personal evolution? I think I'm getting so tired of being bothered by comments that instead they're starting to feed my energy. Instead, I'm suctioning the fucking energy from this hate. It's making me stronger. I think already being in a male-dominated industry and being like a successful woman to some degree already makes me like an easy target per se. That's why you see people coming after me so much when I'm just playing video games. But I think I'm tired of letting myself be an easy target. So time to use this mic on, talk my shit, speak out about the weird shit that happens to me. No, you're not gonna be weird to me in DMs and think you're gonna get away with it. No, not anymore.
So after that stream ended, Pokimane made one final comment about this on her second Twitter account. She says, "To those telling me to move on or stop dragging it out, I'll move on once I stop receiving thousands of hate messages daily. You move on first, you frickin' weirdos." And that's about it for the situation so far. I have no idea if Pokimane's going to talk about this again. After her last stream, I felt like she didn't really need to, but then she continued talking about it on this stream, so maybe she'll talk about it again. And if she does, or Ninja does, or Gideon does, or anybody involved continues this drama in any meaningful way, I will be sure to update you guys, so be sure to subscribe with notifications on. And if this drama slowly continues in a less meaningful way, I'll be sure to update you on my Twitter, so be sure to follow me there as well. But if you want even more content from me, I encourage you to follow my Twitch page. I have a lot of fun streams over there. Recently, I had a debate about if white people should be a majority or not. It was pretty interesting. I have a clip of it up on my second channel if you want to see. But that's the type of stuff that goes on over there, so if you're interested in insanity and drama and all that, I recommend checking it out. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.